Hello and welcome to Dropkick, the Commute for July 11, 2024.
Hey, happy 7-Eleven day. Go get yourself a Slurpee.
Free Slurpees today, baby. Blair, how are you today?
I'm doing great. There's nothing wrong.
Nothing at all. It's a perfect day.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's fine. Like, we're okay. Well, that's great. Whoa. Sorry, the car in front of me has an assassination classroom. The guy, I don't know if you've ever seen assassination classroom, but there's like this yellow guy in it.
Is that an
He's
anime?
got a big smile on his face, yeah. He's got a big decal on his back windshield with the guy's face.
Oh my.
I'm okay.
Oh yeah, brother.
It's hot out. It's hot out.
Some fresh off the press as of yesterday news. I think we should start right off with that. Stephanie McCurr is officially signed to WWE NXT.
Dude.
Out of nowhere, man.
Insane.
This is crazy.
She was just on Forbidden Door.
She was just on Forbidden Door. Triple H watched her. Triple H and Shawn Michaels were sitting in their little, office, sitting there, legs crossed. They're watching Stephanie McCurr and Mercedes, and they're like, Sasha Banks, that's cringe. And then she's like, and then they were like, who's this though? And then she puts on a fucking banger.
Shawn Michaels saw the spot where she bashes Mercedes' face into the mat with her ass or whatever, and Shawn Michaels was like,
we gotta sign her. And Tripp said, okay.
Tripp said, I like that idea. I'm Triple H on the game.
It's fucking crazy though. She was supposed to, as of next week or something, she had a match in CMLL to defend the CMLL Women's Championship. She pulled out of that. They stripped her of both her titles that she had, and she is now going to Orlando. So what the fuck?
Do you think she needs the NXT, the Performance Center treatment? I feel like she could just go main roster. Or do you think she'll look better in NXT?
She'll look better in NXT for sure. I think they might fumble her if she goes main roster right away.
Yeah, put her in the LWO.
Yeah, I feel like that's literally what would happen. She would just get thrown into LWO.
Or look, they did it. They did it to fucking Dragon Lee. That was one of the biggest flops. You know how huge that guy was outside of WWE?
Yeah, and then he fucking flopped big time.
I think Santos could be doing a lot more too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was also big in NXT.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stephanie McCurr. Do you think they had their eye on her pre-Forbidden Door?
Oh, I imagine so. But Forbidden Door was probably the match that they saw where they were like, all right, yeah, pick her up.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like nail in the coffin.
This is pretty shocking news. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I know. And she literally said in a promo, she was like, I'll be back for that NJPW Women's Championship. And no,
you won't.
No, she won't. Not now. Dude, the bag they must have offered her.
Yeah, I know.
I can't even imagine.
I'm always curious to know wrestlers' contracts. Is that shit made public?
I don't know, but I don't think so. Probably not.
Yeah. Who's to say? But what I can say is I think she'll be a great addition to NXT.
I do too. I think she's gonna fit in great over there.
I'm at the Dollar Tree. I gotta buy something. I'm gonna leave my car running.
If your car's running, you better go catch it. So let's start off with Monday Night Raw, Galera.
Crazy way to start off the week.
It was a good episode.
Very good episode.
Dude, the weekly programming, we keep saying it, it's been fucking killing it, man. I have been so entertained by every show.
Sports entertained.
I've been sports entertained, yes.
It's been... I can't remember the last time I've looked forward to tuning in
to the weekly shows.
WWE. Yeah, I would not watch Raw and SmackDown. I haven't watched Raw and SmackDown this religiously since probably the pandemic, and that was because I didn't really have anything else to do.
Right.
So, it's been good though. It's been like I've actually wanted to,
Yeah. To start off the show, we had a little word battle between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. CM Punk comes out and he's like, "Yo, Adam, you should unsuspend Drew. Like, I'm not done all my shit." And then Seth Rollins comes out and he's like, "Hey, you ruined my championship match." And CM Punk's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I can't apologize to you." Yeah, he's like, "I'm sorry,
this
but..."
this was a live feed of CM Punk struggling to apologize to another grown man.
Yeah.
It was very funny. It was very goofy. But it's true. Punk's character never has apologized.
Right.
He's never been the one to admit that he's in the wrong.
Yeah, and he finally does apologize, and then he throws in the "but." So it's like, okay, well, it's not even really an apology now.
I was gonna say, it makes you wonder, what is he? Is he really sorry? Also, Punk acting very heelish, I feel.
Yeah.
In this promo.
Yeah.
And now it's got me wondering: are we gonna see this match before? Is Seth gonna get thrown into the mix or what?
Maybe they'll
this match before we see Drew.
Maybe it'll be these two, and then it'll be him and Drew, or they'll do a triple threat at SummerSlam. I feel like usually at SummerSlam they have at least one triple threat, so this could be the one. You got the blood feud for the triple threat, fucking no rules,
Yeah, but then it lessens the blood feud a little bit. So
It does.
Because they're two matches that we really want to see, though.
Yeah.
Drew versus Punk, Seth versus Punk. We have not. It's just crazy to me. We have not seen a singles match from Punk on TV yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Punk in the ring since fucking AEW.
Yeah.
He had the Royal Rumble, but before
we haven't
that,
seen a singles match in almost a year. It was him versus Joe at Wembley.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Joseph.
Wrestling's weird.
Joseph Samoa.
Samoan Joe.
But yeah, it's gonna go hard. Seth kind of he threw in that phrase there, "actions have consequences." That's kind of the theme of this whole feud.
That was the theme of this episode. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true.
And also, Drew's suspension was lifted. I think he went backstage and begged for Pierce to unsuspend him, and he was like, "I can unsuspend him, but you need to stop being a fucking troll."
Yeah, and he said he'll come back next week so I can talk to him, but you have to stay home. He's like, "You cannot come to Raw." And he's like, "Okay, man, fine."
He's gonna come to Raw.
He's absolutely gonna come to Raw. We had Chad Gable versus Jey Uso. It has a fucking crazy entrance like usual. They are having their killer match. I mean, they're both incredible. And all of a sudden, lights start to turn off. But they only turn off halfway.
Well, yeah, because they gotta finish the match.
Yeah, they go... And then Jay uses the distraction to spear Chad Gable, pin him, and then the lights go out all the way. And Jey Uso, he goes, "Yeet!" And then he runs out of there. That shit was so good. So lights go out, smoke, all that shit. Chad runs away, and then Nikki Cross delivers another tape to Pat McAfee. Why are they addressed to Pat?
Well, it has to do with definitely has something to do with that what happened on his show.
I guess, but
do you think they're gonna not kill? Do you think they're gonna write off Pat McAfee from,
they're gonna kill
from WWE for the year?
I don't think so. Why?
Maybe they're I don't know. Why is he being targeted? You trying to recruit him?
He's gonna be in the Wyatt 6.
He's the sixth member.
He is. It's been him the whole time. He's the leader.
I don't know why they're addressed to Pat, and it kind of bothers me because Pat doesn't really seem bothered by it.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I'm not opening that, but he leaves it there, and it's like, okay, it's another tape.
Yeah, it is a tape. What was on the tape?
More of Bo Dallas talking.
Yeah, we're getting closer.
We are getting closer. He was talking more about the individual members this time, and I do think it would be really cool if they start showing interviews of all the members. I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, maybe next week, or maybe I don't know. We get some kind of match.
Yeah.
Of some sort.
We did have Chad Gable went backstage and he was like, Adam, help! They're trying to kill me. And Adam's like, nah, shut up. You're fine. Go to your locker room or whatever. And then he walks.
He said, take a walk.
Yeah, take a walk, pal. You're fine. And then he goes in and Bo Dallas is sitting there, and he like turns his head. Dude, he looks very good. Like,
yeah.
He's scary. He's got that presence that Bray had.
Yeah, he's like, it was just funny. I think all it really took was, I don't know, his presentation when he was B-Team Bo Dallas. It didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
He never seemed like threatening. This version of Bo Dallas, with everything we have, obviously, is threatening, but also just like he looks like scary.
Yeah.
Like he looks menacing. He looks deluded, right?
Yeah, he does.
Delulu. And so yeah, I think with that whole segment too, we're gonna get them in some matches, hopefully, or actually see more of them in person.
Yeah.
Because now at this point, it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a bit
since the debut, so it's time. Let's get it going. Maybe some kind of payoff at SummerSlam. Also, something I wanted to point out too: Jey Uso winning with the spear is crazy.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was a decent spear too.
Yeah, I know. Ever since he broke off from the Bloodline, he's been using the spear a lot more.
It's true.
It's a little interesting to me.
Sauce there.
I wonder. But yeah, they're gonna kill Chad Gable.
Yeah, they're gonna murder him.
Like, you thought the shot to the head was bad? They're gonna kill him. They're gonna, although, people have blown up in limousines, people have been thrown off rooftops of skyscrapers, and they seem to survive, so who knows? Who's to say?
Don't forget, Rey Mysterio got his eye taken out, too.
It's true. It's true. He got thrown off a building and his eye taken out in the same year.
Yeah, so Wyatt 6, hopefully they, have their debut soon. It'd be fun to see them in the ring, see what they do with it. Of course, we kind of covered this on our Fender Bender the other day, so if you want some more detail, go check out that episode. But we had Rhea Ripley make her epic return to end out the show. Holy fucking shit, man. Dom and Liv, Liv got the distraction. Dom finally beat his deadbeat dad.
It's true.
So in the past few years, he got thrown off a building, he got his eye taken out, and now he just got beat by his deadbeat, he just got beat by his dirty son.
His deadbeat son? No, call him a deadbeat. He's a deadbeat.
No, he's not a deadbeat.
Dirty Dom the deadbeat?
He's a deadbeat dad.
No.
Rey Mysterio.
No, don't fucking side with Dom. He's a bad son.
He is.
I would never talk to my son. I would never talk to my dad like that.
That's true. Well.
Yep.
Oh. Car crash.
So yeah, probably the biggest pop of the night
Oh yeah,
that was
definitely
the biggest pop of the night. That was like I'm trying to compare it to a pop. It's hard to compare pops. It felt like when The Rock returned. Honestly,
I don't know if it was as big as that, but it was big.
you could say Rhea Ripley is the next The Rock.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That's what they call her, Rocky Ripley.
Yeah, exactly. They have referred to her in that way before. But
yeah, we had a lot of Judgment Day stuff throughout the night.
yeah,
You know, but again, check out our other.
check out the Fender Bender.
Check
That's
out the
where
Fender
we cover
Bender.
all of it.
We
did also
some
get a
fun stuff.
debut, or not a debut. We got a return.
Yeah.
The return of Sonya Deville.
Yes, a new trio.
With Zoe Stark. Is it Zoe Stark or Starks? I always forget. Stark.
Stark.
Singular.
Yeah, one Stark.
Yeah, and so it's Sonya Deville, Zoe Stark, and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
This is a team I could get behind.
Yeah.
All similar styles, you know. And Sonya Deville's such a great wrestler. I don't know why they had her doing GM stuff like a couple years ago. I think if there is a mid-card women's title on introduced in
She should
WWE,
have it.
I think Sonya Deville should definitely like have it or get very close to having it, because she used to run with Mandy Rose and win tag team championships with her, and like she's a great wrestler, dude, and she's like a trained fighter, I'm pretty sure. I think all three of them might be trained fighters.
That's probably why they have that kind of team there.
Twitter's been having fun with this one, referring to them as Lesbian Judgment Day. Yeah, I guess Twitter really liked this one. It's kind of goofy to me. I like this team. I think. And now, does this mean Damage Control is babyface?
No. No. No.
Oh,
Not at
sorry. You're very entitled to Dakota Kai.
Well, no, but they're not going to be babyface. EO's been fucking going crazy, like unhinged
She's always
crazy. Yeah, but she's
crazy even when she's babyface.
Damage Control needs to change. I think they're just gonna break up.
I think they should break up. I think
they
that's
absolutely
the
should.
best thing at this point.
Yeah.
Let them all go off. Give Dakota that singles run,
please. Please.
Dakota Kai, she's the crush.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Have this new team like break up Damage Control somehow, and then.
Yeah, I mean they came out and attacked Damage Control, right? So
yeah.
I don't know. Just have them keep targeting Damage Control. Break it up. EO gets mad and like turns heel on the two of them or whatever. Or EO and fucking Kyrie just, turn heel, kick out Dakota, some shit like that. I don't know. And then give Dakota her singles run. Please. Please.
Okay, all right. Calm down. What else do we have for Raw?
That's pretty much it. We had a few other small things. One note that I wrote is we don't have to go too much into detail, but he goes, I wrote Big Bronson Reed interrupts Sheamus and says, "Pay attention to me because I'm big."
Oh yeah.
It's essentially true. It's essentially true. Sheamus is like, "Oh, I got a crazy match. Like, oh, I'll take you on." And he goes, "Oi, I'm Big Bronson Reed." And he comes out and he's like, "You should pay attention to me because I have a big match tonight." It's like, what are you saying, man? Just chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. He literally just comes out and he's like, "Hey, I'm here."
He said, "I didn't win the Intercontinental, so now you have to pay attention to me."
Yeah. Also, Braun Breaker fucking destroyed Sami Zayn, which was good to see.
We can't gloss over that, dude.
Right.
Now, I feel like at this point, if you're just gonna have him keep doing the same thing he was already doing to Sami Zayn, he has to win the rematch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know what the point was of having Sami win this match, because people still believe that Braun Breaker can kill Sami.
Because it was in Canada, so you had to win.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so they make it...
Okay.
It's true, though. So they make it like Sami's the underdog. He overcomes Braun Breaker, but then he gets fucking destroyed by Braun next week. Like, what? Like, huh?
Yeah, there's...
It's a little goofy.
Was a rematch announced? Or
No, not yet.
So you think it's going to be SummerSlam, or do you...
Probably. I don't know. I just want Braun to win if they have a rematch, because he should have that title right now.
It was so funny how Braun was like walking away with Adam Pearce, and he goes, "Oh look, what's that?" And then he runs back and kills Sami again.
It was so good.
He did that twice. He was like, "Just kidding, fuck you."
Yeah, I love it. He's like, "Hey, look at that." Oh man.
Yeah, it was good. Give him the belt.
Yeah, please give him the belt. So great episode of Raw. Let's talk about NXT.
Hang on.
Unless you're at your stop.
I'm at my mail. Woo! NXT! Whee!
Woo! So, of course, we started off with Ego. Ego. Ethan Page comes out with extra security, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm your NXT champion, whether you like it or not."
Ooh.
Shit asses. And then everyone comes out. And we have a little brawl. It goes crazy.
Hang on, real quick. What if Ethan Page came out to that song that was like, oh, we
basically
edit with
does.
That song.
Ego. Oh my lord.
Oh my god, Trick Willy Wonka said, "I ain't done with you yet, Paige. That was a fluke victory." And he goes, "You could say I fell into the championship." Mr. fucking jokes over here.
And then Sean Spears was like, "Hey, if I wasn't distracted."
Sean Spears was like, "My father." He literally sounds like the Joker when he talks. Is that what his character's supposed to be? Is he...
Maybe. My father was a wrestler.
It was like, if my view wasn't obstructed when the pin was happening, I would have won.
And then Javon was like, "Hey, I'm 20. Give me that."
He's like, "I may be 20 years old, but I'll still kick your ass."
Fuck you up, bro.
Oh my goodness.
So then we got announced for that night. It was going to be Sean Spears and Ethan Page versus Trick Williams and Javon Evans. But then we had some shenanigans happen. But we got to fill in with some context. Brooks Jensen was given a second chance. He came back. He was like, we've been getting that promo the past couple weeks of HBK like, "Over the last few months, Brooks Jensen has been ruining NXT, so we kicked him out." He's like, so he met up with Ava, and Ava's like, "Listen, Brooks, you fucked up. Well, we're gonna give you a second chance. We're gonna fire you." And he's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. I won't mess up again." And then it literally cuts to him just attacking Javon Evans for like no reason.
Waste a minute. No. And then Josh Briggs is pulling him out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" And he goes, I'm trying to make an impact." And he's like, "By attacking Javon? Are you fucking stupid?"
Yeah, it was fucking goofy, dude.
Yeah, I was like, damn. You'd think, I don't know. And now it's like Josh Briggs looks bad because he was like advocating for Brooks Jensen, and it's like, and so I think they're getting a match next week. Javon and Brooks, I want to say.
Yeah, I believe so.
Something like that.
He said if Javon is cleared next week, they're gonna have a match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he is.
So
He's gonna be.
Good job, Brooks. We're really proud of you for getting a second chance and then immediately doing some whack shit.
Yeah, that was very goofy and silly.
We get rewarded for bad behavior in wrestling, folks.
Yep.
Give a dog a bone.
Wes Lee came out and he's like, I'm sad. I fucked up.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna leave.
Let me take this one.
Go ahead.
This is my favorite segment of the night, dude. I popped so hard. He comes out and he's like, I lost the North American. We lost the North American Championship. I'm sad. And he's like about to quit. He's like, I think the best thing for me. And then fucking MSK's music hits, which was his tag team. He came into NXT with Nash Carter, who's known collectively by wrestling fans as Zachary Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
So they came up on, and they were in TNA together with the Rascals, and then they came to WWE, and they fucking, I don't remember. Zach Wentz got fired. They won some tag team championships together. I remember when we were talking about Heatwave, I was like, there's no way he's just fucking quitting or going to the main roster.
Yeah, because we were wondering what was going to be next for him.
And I entertained the thought of a tag team title thing. And what's funny enough too is like they're in TNA, but I didn't even think twice about it. And I was just kind of like, oh, they're in TNA, they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
But they fucking showed up with Trey Miguel. I like screamed. I was like, let's fucking go. This is so awesome.
Hell yeah.
I love the Rascals. And you know, Zachary Wentz was like, why don't we get MSK back together? But also, why don't we get the Rascals together and fuck shit up?
Yeah.
It was so hype. I loved it. And,
super hype.
And Wesley backstage was like, man, I was about to retire. Or he was like, I was about to quit.
Yeah.
He's like, thank God I didn't. And then they run into Gallus backstage, and then fucking Gallus says some shit that I can't understand. Because their accents are so thick.
They're like,
sorry, boys.
We want to fight you next week.
That just in the Australian accent. We're the former NXT UK champions. We'd like to fight you next week. So we're getting it. We're getting that 6-man tag, and I'm so excited, dude. They're gonna tear
the house down, dude.
Oh, dude, these three when they're in a tag team together, it's been so long.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah, it was very fire. It was very cool to see the Rascals show up and get the shit down.
They smoke weed. That's their gimmick.
Oh my god.
Their theme song literally is a bong rip. It starts with a bong rip. So I don't know if WWE is gonna allow that. We'll see. They probably will.
Throughout the night, could it be any more obvious that we were gonna get Joe Hendry at some point in the night, dude?
Oh yeah, dude. There were so many little hints. Vic Joseph dropped a little lyric from the song.
He was like, people love you, Book, from Scotland to Tokyo to... He like mentioned all the places. Joe Hendry kept popping up on random TVs in the back.
It's true.
Which was great.
It was good.
And so yeah, Javon got taken out. Trick comes out and they're like, oh my god, who's this tag partner gonna be? And of course, say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry's WWE in-ring.
And he got the full entrance too.
Yeah, dude.
We got to wave our arms from side to side. We got to see what he's actually made of as a wrestler, and boy did he deliver.
He cooked. It was great stuff.
And it's funny too.
Yeah.
It was like not advertised. Well, once Javon was out of the picture, it was advertised as a 2-on-1 handicap match. And it actually ended up turning into one because Oro Mensah showed up to scare Ethan Page away.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Or he chased him out of there, I can't remember.
He chased him, yeah. And they ran away.
Yeah, so that was really good. And that also had me wondering, is Oro going to have a match with Ethan Page for the NXT Championship? I also love that they've been calling him On-Site Oro.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, the tag match, though, was very good.
Yeah, it was great to see, Joe Hendry there and fucking shine. You could tell he, like... Because does TNA usually have the hard cam on, like, the other side? So they have, like, the entrance on the right. They did, at least for the pay-per-view.
TNA either has it opposite of what WWE usually does, or they have it, like, 2K style, looking at the ramp.
Okay.
So... I like what they've been doing with the, like, having him turn around and zoom the camera, the hard cam on him.
Yeah. So he,
that's been good.
Yeah, Joe Hendry, he, like, had to spin around because he's like, oh, wait, where's the hard cam? I noticed that at one point. But he fucking, he's so great. He's a star right now for a reason. And he's going places, man.
The crowd loves him. Which I feel like it's got to be so validating to, like, go to a different company and be over.
Oh, for sure.
Like, that's such an ego boost.
Yeah.
I would be like, I would start crying.
Yeah.
So good.
Just bawling your eyes out on the ring.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Good shit. Good episode of NXT.
For sure.
Also, some little things here and there. Because we also didn't cover it as part of last week's NXT episode, but Eddie Thorpe was backstage showing a bunch of ladies his footage of him being a DJ.
Oh, yeah.
And Lexus King shows up and he goes, "What is this crap? I only like rock and roll music. 3-minute guitar solos, nasty riffs." And then Eddie Thorpe's just like, "Oh, I do like more like EDM bass stuff. You know what I mean?" And then he's like, "That shit's garbage." And then, actually, I feel like this is kind of an important highlight. Lexus King faced Tony D'Angelo for the Heritage Cup.
Yeah.
And between rounds, Eddie Thorpe would DJ the 20-second the 20-second breaks.
It was so goofy.
Play his music. It was so funny. It, like, distracted him from winning the match. I won't say it fully distracted Lexus King because he got a fall in one of the rounds. But
yep.
Eddie Thorpe definitely, had he not been there, Lexus King would have had a better chance. I just think this, like, that first backstage segment was so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's like some cringe, like, WWE shit that would have been, I feel like that they would have had happen back, like, 10 years ago. But Anna and I were watching it, and she was like, "Wait, that's from, like, this week? That's from,
this
like,
now?"
She was like, "I thought that was from, like, 2010. And I was like, "No, dude." Yeah, Tony D'Angelo retains that, and Lexus King and Eddie Thorpe might have like some kind of music battle, I think.
Yeah, fucking like rock versus EDM match.
They're gonna play Guitar Hero or something.
Oh my god.
It'll be fun.
Imagine.
All right, I'm at Staples.
Okay. It was a good episode of Dynamite. We had good stuff here. Will Ospreay came out to we've kind of had a little bit of back and forth since MJF fucked up Daniel Garcia. MJF had a promo on Collision on Saturday, and this was Will Ospreay's response. So Will Ospreay comes out and he goes, "I've got more talent in my left nut than you do in your entire body, bruv."
That's true.
And he's like, "Come out here and fight me right now." MJF's music played, didn't come out, but then he pops up on the screen. And he goes, "I'll see you next week, you little bitch."
Damn.
So MJF and Will Ospreay are going to face off next week for the international title at Dynamite 250.
That's crazy. That's like that's a pay-per-view match right there.
Yeah.
Do you wonder ever, like, we get a lot of good matches on free TV.
We do.
It's like great. I love it. But it scares me.
Why does it scare you?
I feel like this is a match that we don't need immediately. That's just my opinion, though. I think MJF's great at building feuds, except maybe the Hechicero one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Part of me feels as if this match could happen at Wembley. I don't know.
I know. I agree with that. I get what you're saying. I I mean, they're probably going to have another one.
Yeah, I really think they're going to do a triple threat. That's what I think.
Yeah.
They're going to get Daniel Garcia in there. But,
Yeah.
I guess if that happens, then they do this one-on-one. It'll be a great
Yeah, they're
match.
probably going to do this one-on-one. Will's going to retain, and then they're going to do like a triple threat or something. That's what I think is going to happen. I do, since MJF turned heel, it already feels better to me. Like the
100%.
turn, and he comes out with his dark scarf and his dark clothing now. It already feels better, and there's already more substance to this feud already. I don't know if it's because you have the two, like, arguably the two top guys in the company right now in a feud.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think, this made me have faith again.
Yeah.
MJF.
It'll be better for sure. Something about it feels a little strange. I'm like here
It's
for
quick.
the whole thing though.
It's quick.
I
That's what
think it
feels
just happened
strange.
so quickly, like because it was a week ago, right?
Yeah.
And I think too, just like because he was on both Dynamite and Collision, there was like such a quick turnaround on this heel turn. So
Yeah.
But this is what we wanted. This is what I think was best for MJF.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people think he needed to stay babyface. I think it stopped working just because I think, again, you really dropped the ball with all the Undisputed Kingdom stuff, Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Now that's not happening, and it's like you really like screwed the pooch on this one, Tony Khan.
Yeah, the babyface stuff, I feel like you really needed Adam Cole for that feud, and I don't know, him turning heel just feels more natural right now.
Yeah, 100%.
So
and we'll stay that course, and I think it works too because Will Ospreay's the top babyface, MJF's the top heel.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't get better than that. So next week, international,
The International Championship, bro.
yeah, 250 episodes of Dynamite's crazy.
It's a long time. Some said
It is a long time.
Some said it wouldn't last over 100.
Yeah, some are still saying it.
Yeah. My favorite was someone commented and said, "Oh, that's goofy. They'll be gone in 2 years." Like,
I replied to it and I said, all right, I'll pin this comment.
Yeah, we'll revisit in 2 years.
We'll revisit in 2 years.
So goofy. We had the men's Owen Cup finals.
Oh, man.
Danielson.
Great.
Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page. Jeff Jarrett as the special enforcer. Not the special referee, but the special enforcer. So if anything did happen, he could come in. Which
they were like, sorry you got your ass beat so bad, Jeff Jarrett. If you want to, sit ringside in case Hangman does the same thing that Bryan Danielson, you can. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Bryan Danielson was getting absolutely fucked in the first half of the match, just like the past 4 matches that he's been in. This time, though, he was bleeding like a stuffed pig. Fucking covered in blood, man. Crazy match, good stuff. And eventually, Danielson went for like a knee, and he fucking knees the ref because Adam Page moves out of the way. Ref gets knocked out. Jeff Jarrett comes in, takes off his shirt. He's wearing a ref shirt. He's the ref now.
He prepared for this.
Yeah. Hangman had Danielson in a submission, and Danielson pretty much got fucking knocked out. But Jeff Jarrett took 20 years to check. So by the time he did go to check, Danielson was like, back up, man. And then Danielson wins in a roll-up. So...
the most dangerous move in all of sports entertainment.
It's true.
So, let me say this. I think, and don't quote me on it, because wrestling is so ever-changing and frequent, and I can't remember everything. But Danielson has been winning most of these Owen Cup matches with a roll-up, I think.
It's true.
I don't want to say every match, because I can't remember. I feel like Shingo Takagi, he just tapped out, but I don't remember. And if it's not every match, I know it's been happening on the women's side, too. It actually happened tonight, or on this episode.
Yeah. Lots of roll-ups lately.
Yeah, AEW's really, they're like, oh, WWE did this for like 15 years. Maybe we can get away with it. No, I don't think they're copying from WWE, but they are resorting to that as a finish for a lot of their TV matches lately. And I'm not. You can only do that crazy little roll-up so many times before it just turns into meaninglessness.
Yeah.
But I saw this meme and it was like Hangman, and he was like, I fucking hate Swerve. I'm gonna kill him when I get that Owen Cup and win at Wembley. And then Bryan Danielson was like, check out this cool roll-up. This was a crazy turn of events, dude. I thought Hanger was gonna win. I really did. So now, one of two things happens, right? It's either Danielson and Swerve have a really... Well, either way, they're going to have a fucking banger match at the very least.
Yeah.
But Danielson, he might get one more world title run before he retires.
Do you think this is it? Do you think he beats Swerve? What if...
I think he might, dude.
They go to All In. Danielson beats Swerve due to interference from Hangman somehow.
I mean, that definitely could happen.
And then
another.
Yeah, and then you get another feud between Hangman and Swerve.
Yeah, you get that. We get that match that we want.
Yeah. It would just be a little later than we think.
Yeah. And I think respectfully, like, Danielson will be a good champion, but he might. I don't think he'll hold it for super long.
Yeah, I agree.
But just to kind of give him that one last title run, and then he can go out with a match or something. I don't know. It's very, but the way I see it is that whoever they were going to have win this match is going to win the world title next.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty clear
that
it's going to be Danielson. I like your idea. Hangman interferes at All In, and then they have that match. But also, what we saw after Hangman lost the match was he went to the Young Bucks, right?
Yeah, Hangman went to the Young Bucks and was like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So,
and now he's getting put in blood and guts against Swerve.
Yeah, so he declared for blood and guts, and Swerve also declared for blood and guts to join Team AEW. So this will be fun.
Be
also, when Danielson won the Owen Cup, Nigel said, "Not my champion."
Yeah, I still think
it was great.
You know, clearly my plans have fallen apart for that match. So I'm still holding out. I think it'll happen before he retires.
There's still time.
There's still hope.
Yeah.
And also, Swerve comes out, and he declares for All In. I felt like his promo fell really flat.
Yeah, it was a little rough this week.
It like felt very rough. It felt like nothing made sense, and none of the things he was talking about were really like related to each other. He was just like, oh, and by the way, this.
Yeah.
And then, oh, and also by the way, that like he was. It's like when I come home at the end of the day and try to remember all the things I wanted to like tell my girlfriend about like my day, and he was like, "Oh yeah, also this." It's sad because like his promo work is starting to get pretty good, but I feel like he didn't really have like a ton to promo about. He was just kind of like, "By the way, I'm gonna be in Blood and Guts." Also, by the way, Danielson, congrats. I think also, by the way, he like name dropped Ospreay or something.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And then the crowd was pretty mid during the segment too. People were just like, "Oh, Swerve's in Blood and Guts, cool." But knowing that Hangman's in it too, it gets me excited for it for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger. Pretty good teams.
One of
on
guts
both
always
sides.
delivers, dude.
Yeah, it's always good. Oh, next we had a street fight between Samoa Joe and Jericho, and this shit was pretty crazy. Jericho pulled out.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, yeah, dude. He did the hi guys, and everyone was like, "Hey!" Everyone in the crowd. That was great. He pulled out the bag like he has been in all of these street fights, and this time there was horseshoes in it. So that was fun. You know, they had some crowd work. They went into the crowd. They did some crazy spots. And then to end this match, dude, Jericho put Samoa Joe onto forklift forks and fucking drove through a wall. And Samoa Joe, like, fell off of it and was covered in debris. And that's how they ended the match. They ended it, and he was like, "Oh, poor Samoa Joe."
Jericho's like, I'm forklift certified, guys.
Yeah.
I know how to do this because I got my certification.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was a good ending to this. You know, their feud is also continuing to heat up every single week.
Where's Minoru Suzuki?
Yeah, get him out here.
Where is he?
I don't know. What happened?
What the fuck happened? Why did we just like not? Why are we not talking about it? I'm nervous.
They retconned it.
Oh well, I actually did see that Minoru Suzuki like collapsed during a match recently. I read that somewhere.
Oh, so is that why it got retconned?
It might have something to do with that. I would assume because it was just like a week ago. But even before that, they weren't even talking about it.
Right.
Like I thought it was going to happen at the pay-per-view.
That's it too. It's been retconned.
But, so sad. We'll run it on GCW. Just kidding. Chris Jericho's not wrestling on GCW. Fuck you.
But he has before.
It's true. He was the very first Intercontinental.
Oh man, yeah, it was a good spot. It was a crazy spot. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
We had Mercedes Moné doing her second celebration. This time for the NJPW championship, which I guess I thought the first one was for that, but
I thought the first one was for both.
Yeah, this one was another one because her first one got interrupted. So she pours a shot. She's got like 20 security guards around her. She goes, let's talk about the past.
Nothing bad is going to happen.
Yeah. She goes, let's talk about the past, present, and future, like Britt Baker did.
Yep.
And she goes, I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. That's the past, present, and future.
Like that.
Dude, no. Also, when she comes out and does her little voice, like her hey, she was like, Calgary!
Yeah, she has to be a heel. I can only, like, this is where I take her seriously.
Well, and I mean, yeah, I think now that she aligned with the Elite, like, she's full on heel now. Like, it's good. I mean, you need her to be for this feud with Britt Baker, so...
right.
Because Britt Baker's, like, for AEW. Like, since day one, I'm for AEW. So, but she came out and just fucking murdered a security guard and then ran into the ring, and Mercedes ran away through the crowd with her little heels on. She was like, ah! She ran away. Oh my god! Oh my god!
And that was that, right? That was like it was a very short segment.
Yeah, short segment.
Like 5 minutes.
They didn't say anything, but she was like, you don't do that to me, you bitch! And so yeah, you know, continuing to build there. Then finally, to end our episode of Dynamite, we had Willow Nightingale versus Mami Mariah May, Triple M I call her.
The Triple M.
Mariah May fucking won, first of all, with a roll-up.
Yeah, one with a roll-up. Again, I saw some people being like, that's how Owen beat Brett at, like, whatever pay-per-view, and I was like, that's how half the people won the matches in this tournament.
Yeah, it was a little goofy, but we had a little interference as well. So this feud isn't over, but Stokely and Chris Statlander kind of fucked up Willow a little bit.
They sure did.
So that's going to continue.
Too.
We're probably going to get that at All In, maybe.
Yeah.
Willow and Chris. I like that match.
I would love that match. And you know what? I think it had to happen. Willow could have gone and won it 2 years in a row, but we gotta give some meaning to this feud with Chris Statlander. We gotta make sure it's not dying. And
right.
Obviously, the vision has been Mariah May and Toni Storm at Wembley for the women's title, and Toni Storm was ecstatic. She was so happy that Mariah May won, and my thought was like, something's got to give. Toni Storm's going to turn on her.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
No. It was the other way around.
They run over to the belt. Mariah May's like, yay, my belt. And just fucking clocks her with the belt, knocks her over. Dude, she blades. Toni Storm's a bloody mess.
No, she got hit with the title and started bleeding.
Oh, sorry.
Blade, Galere.
And then she fucking knocks Luther with the belt and then fucking throws him off the stage into two tables.
And Toni Storm was yelling, Luther! No!
Oh my god.
Dude, this was a fucking intense, bloody fucking mess, dude. Insane.
It was emotional. She was crying.
Yeah.
She was like,
fucking blood everywhere. She takes her shoe and like stabs her forehead with it.
She didn't watch out for the shoe.
She didn't watch out for the shoe. And then, in the most, we got some "you sick fuck" chants from this. Mariah rubbed her face up against Tony's bloody face. And then, rubbed the blood across her. Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I hate... They do so much blood play in AEW. I hate it.
Yeah. Remember when Swerve fucking drank Hangman's blood?
Oh, don't remind me, dude. Fuck. God.
It's just a little coppery is all.
Yeah, it tastes like pennies.
Yeah, little pennies. Oh, man.
But yeah, this is... It took a turn, just not the one I was expecting.
Yeah.
But
I think I would have expected it, but I was expecting it a little later.
I didn't know what I was expecting. All I expected was that Toni would be the heel, but I guess she's so over with the fans, it just makes more sense to have her be
the face here. So
and then she's gonna lose the title to Mariah.
Yeah. Fucking crazy week of wrestling. Galere! What are you doing tomorrow?
Whoa. I'm going to SmackDown in Worcester. I'm going to Worcester for SmackDown.
I'm going to Worcester.
Some friends. I'm going to Worcester. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Worcester.
Worcester.
You're going to see Tiffy Time.
I'm going to see Tiffy Time. I have no idea what's on the card for the show. I don't know. It'll be a good episode, though, and we have, like, a decent view, which is nice.
Yeah.
I've only ever been to Monday Night Raw, so it's my first time going to, like, a televised SmackDown. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Again, last show I went to was Raw in 2022. Was it 20? It was 2021. Damian Priest was U.S. champion, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he faced T-Bar in a no DQ match.
Oh my god.
And then Big E was WWE champion, and after Raw went off the air, Seth Rollins was like, I want a match right now for the WWE title. And I was like, no fucking way. And then I was like, no, he's going to retain. It's not on TV.
Yeah.
What else? They did something else. Rhea Ripley was there, and someone in the front row was like, you have a nice ass. And she looks back and she just goes, we know. And this was like before any of the Mami stuff. This was when she was like tagging with Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see me at the show, you recognize me. I don't know why you would or how.
Yeah, famous
like,
podcaster.
Hey, Dropkick the Commute.
Yeah.
And I'll take a picture. I'll kiss your babies. I'll take pics.
Yeah.
I'll hit the Quan.
Hit the Quan. Will you gritty for them?
I'll literally hit the gritty.
What am I gonna hit the gritty? Hell yeah, brother.
Let's just say I'm going to Friday Night SmackDown in Worcester. Let's just say that this podcast is over.
What are we over? Hey, don't forget to like, sub, share.
Ko-Fi.
Spread around. Donate to Ko-Fi. Give us money. Or don't. Totally up to you. But, yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us on this wonderful adventure. And, have another packed week of wrestling next week.
It's true. We'll see y'all then.
Bye!
Dropkick the commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation.